Strange laws and quirky traditions in France you didn't know about. When we think of France, images of the Eiffel Tower, charming cafes, and fine wine come to mind. But beyond its picturesque landscapes and rich history lies a side of France that is delightfully quirky. The country is home to some of the strangest laws and most unique traditions that will leave you scratching your head or cracking a smile. Let's dive into the bizarre yet fascinating aspects of French life. It's illegal to name your pig Napoleon. Yes, you read that right. Under French law, naming your pig after the legendary military leader and emperor is prohibited. While the law is rarely enforced today, it reflects the deep respect, or perhaps sensitivity, that surrounds Napoleon Bonaparte's legacy in France. So, if you are planning to start a farm with a French twist, think twice before calling your pig Napoleon. You can't kiss on train platforms, lovebirds beware. In France, a law dating back to 1910 forbids couples from kissing on train platforms. Why? The rule was introduced to prevent delays caused by overly affectionate goodbyes. While this law is largely ignored today, the romantic stereotype of the French certainly clashes with this peculiar regulation. Carrying a baguette under. Your arm isn't always just a French cliché. Carrying a baguette under your arm is an iconic image of France. But did you know that during World War II, the resistance used this practice as a secret communication tool? The position of the baguette could signal messages to others without arousing suspicion. Today, it's just a charming tradition that adds to the French aesthetic. An annual cheese rolling competition in the village of La Bastide-Clarence, a unique tradition, takes place every year. Cheese rolling. Participants roll wheels of cheese down a hill in a spirited competition that combines laughter, chaos, and a love for all things fromage. It's a reminder that the French take their cheese seriously, even when it's rolling down a hill. Roosters are protected by law. In the French countryside, the morning call of a rooster is a common and cherished sound. In fact, roosters, particularly the famous Maurice the Rooster, have become symbols of rural French identity. In 2020, a court ruled that the sounds of rural life, including crowing roosters, are part of France's cultural heritage. This decision was made after urban newcomers to rural areas tried to silence them. Don't forget to bring bread on a fishing trip if you're planning to go fishing in France. You might want to pack a loaf of bread, not just for lunch, but as part of tradition. Many French fishermen believe that having bread with them ensures good luck and a fruitful catch. Some even toss a piece into the water as an offering to the fish gods. The curious tradition of April Fool's Day in France is known as Poisson d'Avril, April fish. Instead of pranks involving whoopee cushions or fake news, French children stick paper fish on each other's backs. The goal is to see how long it takes for the victim to notice. It's a playful tradition that has been part of French culture for centuries. 8. Pigeon racing is a big deal. While pigeon racing might not be unique to France, the French take this pastime seriously. In northern France, pigeon fanciers, colombophiles, breed and train pigeons for races that can span hundreds of kilometers. These birds are treated like athletes, complete with special diets and training regimens. You can't die without a burial. Plot in the town of Sarpouranx, An unusual law states that you cannot die unless you've already reserved a burial plot in the local cemetery. This bizarre regulation was introduced due to a lack of cemetery space, and violators, well, let's just say they risk facing posthumous legal issues. 2. Weddings with a twist. Marrying the deceased in extraordinary cases. France allows posthumous marriages. This tradition, known as marriage posthume, requires special approval from the President of France. It's typically granted when the couple was already engaged, and the surviving partner can prove that their late fiancé intended to marry them. While rare, this practice is still legally recognized. The king's cake tradition and its hidden secret. During the Epiphany season, French families gather to eat galette des rois, king's cake. Inside the cake is a hidden figurine, known as a fève. Whoever finds the fève in their slice becomes the king or queen for the day, and wears a paper crown. Be careful not to bite down too hard. Those fèves can be surprisingly sturdy. 12. Champagne rules are serious business. Did you know that it's illegal to call sparkling wine champagne unless it's produced in the Champagne region of France? This strict law protects the region's reputation and ensures that only wines meeting specific criteria can bear the prestigious name. So next time you're sipping champagne, remember, it's more than just a drink, it's a badge of honor. France is a country that never ceases to amaze, blending elegance with eccentricity. From its peculiar laws to its whimsical traditions, these quirks only add to the charm of a nation that celebrates individuality and history. Have you come across any strange French laws or customs? Let us know in the comments below.